has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up, shoved it up. It got shoved, right?
And that brings it to the main bulk of this episode is the basketball team. We haven't had a chance to talk too much about it. We've got some games under our belt now. Obviously, big win last night against Kentucky. A just pure, absolute no doubter of a win. Start to finish, just
beautiful.
An absolute spanking. No doubt job. And then another ranked win against Arkansas last week or last
it was last Saturday.
Which was great. But we're fresh out of the Champions Classic. A lot of good things, I think. A lot of good things to start the season for this team. Travis, I'll start with you. I don't know where Nicky went.
Yeah, but, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. Talk about last night and the team in general. I mean, this is an exciting start.
Yeah, it was a great start. I mean, you get off to first 4 games. You know, we were hearing about how they didn't play that well against UConn. Izzo was kind of pissed about how they played against Colgate, and he's twice said they're going to get killed if they come out and play like that in the next game. And they've come back and they've gotten 2 ranked wins right after that.
Yeah.
So if you start the season off with the schedule that they have, and to get those 2 wins was awesome, especially the way they did last night. I mean, the 3-point shooting finally showed up. I'm not going to say that that's solved because I think we had a similar game last year where I did say that was solved, and then it clearly wasn't going forward. So we'll let the games continue to settle that one. I was a little concerned at the end of the Arkansas game with how they closed it out. They left a lot of open looks on the defensive end that other teams are going to hit that Arkansas just wasn't hitting that night. And also that foul, I forget who they call it on, but they sent Nick Pringle to the line. And if that's a better than 33% free throw shooter, he doesn't make just one of those 3 free throws. And we're talking about a completely different game. So that was a little concerning on that day, but I'm a lot less concerned about that after last night's performance.
Yeah. I think Kentucky had that 10-0 run or whatever it was. Izzo called a timeout, and then we went on like a 15-4.
Yeah.
A quick 8-0 run after that, and then they cut the lead to 10, and they were all excited, and then we slammed the door.
Yeah, belt to ass.
Very encouraging.
That timeout was so refreshing.
Yeah.
In years past, he was letting those runs linger 2 or 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3 too long.
Yeah. Yeah. But big night last night. I mean, Fears looked absolutely legit. I mean, 13 assists. I think
he's averaging 10.3 per game.
Yeah. I mean, he's had double digits
crazy
every game. Just absolutely absurd. Kurtang, I mean, I don't want to get too excited, but
2 really good games in a row.
Yeah. I mean, the 3-point shooting was just nice. Yeah,
McCullough was nice.
3 for McCullough. I mean, I don't think we're going to shoot 50% from 3 on every night, but I mean, I tweeted this out, but it's one thing to beat a good team. It's another thing to make a good team look bad. They were all out of sorts last night.
Yeah. And I'm sick of there are so many people just pointing out Kentucky was down 2 starters. It doesn't count. I'm like, no, it counts. We controlled that entire game.
Yeah,
and
2 starters.
I mean, the 3-point shooting, we were too short of the total on the season going into the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's an awesome performance. And then you look at the big guys with Kohler being our leading scorer so far this year. Then the way Carson Cooper's played, that's a huge testament to those guys staying and developing and what that does for a program. And Izzo even said last night, I don't quit on my guys. I play the guys that we have, and this is what our program is, and it's clearly still working.
Yeah, I mean, Izzo just demonstrating that development and loyalty still matters, which is so refreshing. In every season, every start of every season, Nick, you've talked about this. There's so many Izzo doubters, and it's just so refreshing to see him. He has a #1 recruiting class for 2026. He's 2 ranked wins already, 4 games into the season. One of them being an absolute ass whooping to Kentucky, whose roster is NIL value is $22 million. it's just very refreshing to see. Nick, you were just good to have you back, by the way. I want to get your thoughts, overall on the game, on the basketball season so far. Obviously, last night's game.
It's very hard to not be pleased with what I see here. It looks like there have been so many years where it just feels like we're turning a lot of guys, and it looks like they've never played basketball again during the Champions Classic. This looks like we picked up right where we left off last year. Jason Akins are huge losses, but it looks like the freshmen are kind of playing Akins by committee right now with the freshman Kurtang. I know he's not a freshman, but you know what I mean. Kurtang and Gordon Scott. And, I mean, Cam Ward just looks incredible. We look, and with how McCullough and Tang were for the transfer, even Divine looked good last night. And I've been really not kind to him in our texts. But he looks fine last night. This team looks just about as deep as it did last year, which in November is crazy.
Yeah, because they're just going to get better the rest of the year. And I'm glad you mentioned those two freshmen because they're like a lot of times you put freshmen in the lineup early to see what they got, and they don't live up to the potential. And they can't handle it. These two guys feel like they're ready to play right now.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Ward. I think he's a guy that we can rely on. Overall, the depth, I think, just similar to last year, the depth is just it's nice. And it's a very unselfish play yet again, like we saw last year. I can't say enough of how impressed I am. I mean, like Nicky said, we've gone to this Champions Classic game so many times and just seen absolute stinkers from guys that have been around, and to see guys actually looking like sharp at the beginning of the year, like this is so refreshing. And the just again the depth, like the transfers. I think Fort. I like that he shoots. I like that he'll put the ball up, but and he's a fine player. But I really love seeing our guys prosper. It's just been in the rebounding. They out rebounded Kentucky 42-28. They just basically took away the offensive glass for Kentucky. Kohler looks like a big time player. I mean, he just looks like he's grown into his himself. And 20 last night at the Mecca, just awesome stuff for the boys. Not going to say that this team is perfect. There's certainly holes, and like I said, they're not going to shoot 50% from three every night. But I feel like it took us forever last year to even having only made a couple threes. So it was refreshing to see the lid taken off.
Yeah, I mean, Champions Classic last year, we lost because we couldn't make a three.
Right.
Last year was crazy. We were 2 for 40 in the first, in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could have easily beaten Kansas if we knocked down 1 or 2 threes.
Yeah.
That was disappointing. But it's great to be off to this start. God's couple games, couple should be pretty easy games coming up in the North Carolina on Thanksgiving. So
that's nice.
After the Lions.
Yeah.
And
then after North Carolina, a conference game against Iowa, and then Duke.
Duke comes to East Lansing.
Yeah.
December 6th.
Yeah.
Nice little 11 a.m. Central Time game.
Wow.
It is so nice to be 2-0 against Power 5 SEC teams that are ranked.
Yeah. It feels good.
This is honestly, this could get clipped if something horrible goes wrong, but this almost guarantees that we're going to make the tournament because we have been cutting it close, and the only thing that's gotten us in is because we played these games and we're actually winning them this year.
Yeah. No, you got to feel good about where we're at.
I love all the reactions on Twitter and stuff. They're like, "Oh, I was wrong about Michigan State." Yeah, you were.
Yeah, it's good to see that. Yeah. I mean, it's. Go ahead.
Tommy just looks as good at as sharp and as energized. He's looked in since before COVID.
He does. Yeah. I agree.
The guy's
it's good to see.
Old school classic. Tommy's got his groove back for his late career surge.
Yeah, he just might.
Number 3 soon.
Yeah,
not just number 2.
there were a couple teams in there for a couple of years that you couldn't really tell if they were like close together or liked playing together and stuff. These guys play for each other very much. It's a very connected team.
Yeah, and you saw it really last night in like stark contrast to what Kentucky was. I mean, they look like a team that hasn't played much basketball together, and they were yelling at each other, and they were not communicating well.
Yeah.
And their coach looked really defeated after that game. Like for a November loss, he was bummed out after that one. Yeah. And look, Kentucky, I think will be fine. Like there's a lot of talent there, but I think it just goes to show like the transfer portal does not mean everything. And just because these teams spend so much money in the transfer portal, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily a good team. And like you look at the preseason rankings, and it's like, oh, 1 through 10, okay, these guys are all the people that spent a bunch of money, and then you like obviously, of course, Duke and like the other teams that you would expect to be there. But it's like I'm so tired of this all like revolving around the transfer portal and like development and like program loyalty and culture doesn't mean anything. It clearly does.
Yeah, I mean that's what college sports used to only be about. Mm-hmm. And you had to develop to get to the next level, especially basketball. Yeah.
Especially the transfer portal. Like people are talking like in December. I can't wait to see where that guy goes next year. Like,
right?
He would look great. Like he would look great in that Power 5. It's like conference play hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Is it too early to get into basketball predictions? We're going to say that for another show.
No. It is definitely not too early. Let's get that shit going.
All right. Well, tell me where you think this team goes.
I'm going to go. This is Big Ten. Big Ten title or tournament, one of the two. And why not? Final Four. Returning guys, a lot of experience. I don't think that's that crazy.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly where I was going. Big Ten championship, Final Four caliber.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to say now.
We're riding the high. You know?
Yeah. We'll see how we're feeling in the February slump or January slump comes, but hard to disagree with either. I think the Big Ten's a strong conference. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this team, the way they rebound, the way they play defense, that stuff travels. You know, this 3-point shooting is not always going to be what it was, but I really like what I'm seeing. And you know, I love the way Fears is playing. He's aggressive. Draw a lot of comparisons to Mateen Cleaves with just how he facilitates that offense. If he can develop a shot, just an average shot, he will be so dangerous. And he has 2 more years of eligibility after this.
Yeah. He's going to be a real good one. I'm very confident about this year and the next few years. I mean, we were talking about a couple seasons ago how they kind of, you know, they didn't seem like a Tom Izzo type of team. Last year, they definitely got back to playing that type of thing, and it feels like they've picked up right where they left off, like Nicky said, and they've got that groove and that system down, and you know, it's not just running and rebounding and getting out on the fast break anymore. They can still operate in the half court, and that was something that was a little bit of an issue for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Any basketball hot takes? Anything outlandish? Nicky, I know you probably got at least one.
Okay, I got one.
Go down the whole
All right,
list.
Cam Ward. This is going to be Cam Ward's final season wearing a Spartan jersey, and he's not transferring.
Oh wow.
That might be a you don't know ball take, but maybe I'll be the first to say it.
No, I agree with that. I don't consider that one really a hot take, honestly. I think the way he's played early, he's gonna have some career options.
Yeah, I agree. Trav, you got any hot takes?
I mean, I don't know if you can consider any of them hot anymore. That's the thing. Like the way they've started, I just I would have been like, okay, Cam Ward is going to be the best freshman on the team. Well, that's obviously happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head because they're all coming true.
Right.
There's nothing crazy.
Yeah, no, it's tough to make hot takes after a game like that. I mean, that was just start to finish belt to ass. That was just so awesome.
It was.
I really like the way Kohler's playing. I would not be surprised if he's first team All Big Ten.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You know what? I know he is right now. I'm going to say Jackson Kohler stays our leading scorer this season.
I like it.
Sure.
And
there's one.
Cohen Carr, a quiet night last night, which is also it's nice to know that we can still blow somebody out like that without probably our most dynamic player really having a great night. But when Fierce lobs one up and he just goes flying through the air, that to finish the lob, that's worth more than 2 points. The stat sheet only counts as 2, but that is just so much more than 2 points.
The way he plays on all parts of the floor, whether he has the ball or not, just it makes such a difference. That the athleticism and the quickness, he's always been able to jump. I think he's gotten a little bit faster in terms of running.
Yeah,
since he got here, and that's just going to help a lot. And the jump shot is clearly better now too.
Yes.
So
yeah.
You made
having
1 or 2 threes yesterday.
He made one. I think it was. He made one early. Yeah. He kind of struggled shooting wise, but yeah. I was watching the replay of the game, and he was 2 for 5 from the floor at one point or something like that. So not great, but
no. But I mean, he did what we needed him to do. I mean, 6 points, but 6 rebounds. Basically, looking around the starting 5, Kohler 5 rebounds, Carr 6 rebounds, Cooper 6 rebounds, Fierce 6 rebounds. 4 of the starting 5 guys had 5+ rebounds, which is great.
And 6 rebounds for a point guard is crazy.
Yeah,
that's you don't see that a lot.
Yeah. So hopefully a big season coming. Lots to talk about for us on the basketball side of things. We've got to get through this gray cloud that is the football season.
2 more weeks.
Yeah. And hopefully a coaching search to follow. But if not, then
please,
plenty to talk about there as well.
It's gonna be a rough.
What's more fun, a Final Four or a coaching search?
Coaching search by far. Coaching search by far.
I mean, not by much. Not by much, but I'll take the Final Four.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
If Nick Saban starts getting involved in a if that name gets dropped just for you're riding pretty high for a couple hours.
Just yeah. The coaching search is the highs and the lows. And the come down from when it's over is just kind of okay, well.
I want to know whose shoes.
Yeah, when you're bad the next year, it's it's the same.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and once they hire the guy, it's I just stayed up till 3 a.m. following the message boards that didn't even hire the guy I wanted.
Yeah, I want to know whose shoes they're going to take pictures of. That's not going to be our coach.
Right. Exactly.